Yo, what is up guys? We're back on Pokemon Showdown for my week 6 battle in the NPL versus the Bayern Munchlax and their coach MegaLugia. Very solid opponent. Can get very creative sometimes with this set, so you definitely have to check it. You have to watch out for that. If you have seen my team builder yesterday, you see that I have made one big change. I felt like I was kinda over prepping for his Seismitoad, which he actually didn't bring, with my regular Lopunny set, so I decided to change that for Nasty Plot Crobats with Nasty Plot obviously modest nature, enough speed to outspeed Mienshao, which he didn't bring. Heat Wave, Sludge Bomb, and Hidden Powered Round. Hits basically his entire team besides the Seismitoad, which I felt I was like good enough against that I like could prep differently. Um, Definitely can put a lot of work versus his team. This Crobat set, so I decided that this set would be better versus his squad. I also changed my Weavile set from Natural Gift Grass with the Lychee Berry to Sword Dance Life Orb with Knockoff Ice Suppression Ice Shot because I had the Natural Gift just there for the Seismitoad when a +2 Life Orb knockoff actually has a big chance to kill him. So I felt like that was kind of unnecessary to bring on Weaver. The only opponent you have to bring a natural gift Weaver versus is basically if you face a Scissor or maybe a Klefki, but Klefki like takes natural gift fires easily, and like, you have other ways around what's the name, Scissor, so you don't really need to bring a natural gift Weavile at all. The plan of this game was pretty simple for me. Set up rocks with my focus session Nidoqueen early and then punch holes through his team with one of my 3 setup sweepers or 4 setup sweepers with Trickron, Victini, Mega Autotomatic, Mega Aggron, SD Weaver, Nespot, Crobot, and obviously the Life brought him to just like destroy his walls, which he brought a very offensive team as you can see, which I'm very happy about because my hyper offense beats his hyper offense any day of the week, just because my hitters like hit way harder than his. So there's that. Like just to punch holes into his entire team to sweep with maybe Weavile later, maybe Victini, which is my number 1 sweeper in the game, but maybe even Aggron. Looking at this team, it just puts in the finest of work, and you will see like that does a lot of good stuff in this battle. I'm looking at my opponent's team. He brings the Gyarados, which I expect to be Dragon Dance. Moxie, if he's intimidated, that would be kind of annoying because he could like deal with my Aggron better, even though like Thunder Punch would still be an Oko, but it would just be annoying to like get intimidated when I have my Weavile out there and stuff like that. Then he has a Shiftry, which like, I expect to be mixed with Sucker Punch Knockoff and maybe Dark Pulse or Leaf Storm, or maybe only Leaf Storm Dark Pulse and only Sucker Punch as his physical move. Brings Enter, which basically almost is Choice Bandit in this format because it's just good. He brings Secure, which I have to figure out if it's Specs or Scarf. Not gonna be easy to do, but who the fuck cares? I will play around that, I guess. If I get it rocks up and I get it to like around 50% plus the Weavile kills it with Ice Shot, so that doesn't really matter. Heatran, which probably is offensive because defensive Heatran isn't that good with my team because like the only thing it stops is the Victini, and offensive Heatran stops Victini just as well, so I don't think it's a defensive Heatran. And he brings the Toxic Rogue, which I don't know why he brought, because I have like 2 hard counters to any variant of Toxic Rogue with my Crobat and my Nidoqueen on my roster, but he decided to bring it. So I have to watch out what set that thing is. Probably has Nasty Plot Vacuum Wave I would say, to like hit my Aggron hard, but I'm not sure about that. I decided to just lead off with my Nidoqueen here because it gets up rocks versus everything. He cannot like fake out, kill me with anything. As he decides to lead with Kyurem and drop a Draco on me. Very interesting play, but I take it. I don't really need my Nidoqueen at all anymore. I get up rocks, he kills me with Draco Meteor, and that allows me really to set up with my Mega Aggron here. At minus -4, he cannot like do anything to me, even though I'm max offensive. Like if he is expert build or something, he cannot like, he does like 25% or something with the focus plus for the earth power if he's not specs or scarf. So I get an easy autotomize off here to like boost my speed to +2. A seasoned out Gyarados. It's not intimidate, which is great for me because looking at his squad, if really everything is offensive, Kyurem dies after rocks, Heatran dies after rocks, Toxic Croak dies after rocks, Entei has a big chance to die after rocks. Gyarados cannot take any hit, and the only thing that can take a hit, if it's not minus defense nature, is the shift tree. And I really expect it to be lonely or mild or hasty instead of like native, rash, or naughty, because like he dies to all of my physical attacks anyway, and he doesn't want to be even weaker to the Rotom than he already was. So I really expect it to be a minus defense nature, so that thing also has a chance to die to my Aggron. So I basically have him swept here depending on his sets, which is really great. I didn't scout for anything, but it doesn't matter because I just want to punch holes in to my team. He goes for the waterfall, revealing that he is Choice Scarf Gyarados, with Moxie obviously for the late game sweep. I don't really know why he went into Gyarados. Yes, it makes sense because I could potentially have been defensive, but when like Gyarados is the best answer to a defensive Aggron, you're in trouble because I could possibly, if I'm defensive, I could possibly Thunder Wave it and just wear it down with Iron Heads. I could curse up on it if I want to. Like Gyarados isn't a good counter. You see, like I'm uninvested in HP and defense and did 23% with the waterfall. Would have done like 12% if I were max or like just max HP and Impish or something without any defense investment. Kind of questionable play on his part, but I take it. Like Aggro picking up the first kill here. Now send out Kyurem. Because he showed the Scarf Gyara, I didn't think he would be like Scarf Kyurem as well. Probably Specs in this case. And from a Scarf Kyurem anyway, I don't die to Earth Power, so I decided to just stay in. And if he has the Focus Blast, so be it. I can set up with my Crobat on Focus Blast Scarf Kyurem, which would be great. So that doesn't really matter to me. And yeah, he just dies. So he is actually Specs Kyurem, as he revealed in his team builder yesterday. He goes out into Heatran, sacks it. He basically has no other play. He didn't think actually during the battle that Shift You would be the mon that lifts the Iron Head. I get a low roll here on the Iron Head, but not a low roll, but I need a very high roll to kill him. He gets the Dark Pulse off, kills himself with the Life Orb, and can revenge kill me now with the Toxic Croak. I could have switched out into my Crobats here to preserve differential, but I'm not that kind of guy. I guess, like, I don't want to play for differential all the time. I could have gotten an easy 5-0 here in my opinion, but who the fuck cares, I guess. Go into my Crobat here because I'm pretty sure it cannot touch me. Nasty Plot up so that I can actually OHKO the Entei, depending on his set. Kill the Toxic with the Heat Wave here after he missed the Super Fang, which kinda sucks, but Entei will make up for that here. I get a kinda low roll with my HP ground, but that doesn't really matter because the game's already won. And he kills me with the Stone Edge crit, makes up for the Super Fang miss, so I win the game 3-0. Go into my Rotom here, which outspeeds him because I'm max speed. I didn't expect him to with speed creep. Max speed Rotom. I think most of his speed creeps were based on max speed Nidoqueen. And so was like the Entei, which had like I think 164 HP speed ABs. To like speed creep modest max speed Nidoqueen or something because he was adamant, and Rotom easily outspeeds this thing and just kills it. So win 3-0, very dominant fashion, I would say. A very solid battle on my side. Just like I felt like the hyper offense from my squad was just too much for him. Nothing he could do about that, to be honest. He had a very tough team matchup, so you can't blame him for anything. I just think that he like should have considered Rock Polish Mega Aggron when he prepped, because like I brought it 2 or 3 times already, and I was surprised like he didn't have any answer for that thing. I'm now 42 with a plus 11 differential, I believe. Easily leading my division, which is great. So I think by at least one game, depending on how the Washington Blazers and Hindley Village Roserates play this week, I might like have a 2-game lead. Next week we are facing a very similar, very familiar face with the Kansas City Kakunas and the coach Adam. I played him 3 times in the D League, won 2 times, beat him in the playoffs, which was great. But that's gonna be a very tough matchup, even though he doesn't do too well in this league. I think he's like 2-3 or something before this week. But he has a very threatening team with like Huron Black, Embor, and Diggersby, like all of these heavy hitters, which I really have trouble dealing with. So we'll see how that is gonna end. Definitely go check out my opponent. I will put his Twitter link in the description. Don't wanna like look up his YouTube because I'm kinda busy. So yeah, definitely go check him out. Leave a comment and a like. Let me know what you think of my squad this week, and catch you next week.